That's right, everybody. Today's a combination of 2 days. Spinach Day, Easter, yay! So I'm gonna make you an Italian wedding soup using lamb meatballs. Spinach for Spinach Day. And then we're gonna combine that with a little bit of orzo, sun-dried tomatoes, some roasted onions and garlic. What do you say we go hopping down that bunny trail to the lamb meatball tree? Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on his way. All right, we're gonna make some lamb meatballs. So I have some fresh ground lamb that I've scented with garlic, rosemary, salt. I'm gonna use an egg. We're gonna make little meatballs. We're gonna brown our little meatballs in our pot here that we're gonna make the soup, one pot dish out of. Mix our egg around, combine all the ingredients, and then we're gonna hit it with some panko or Japanese breadcrumbs, just a little bit. The egg creates the moisture. The breadcrumbs soak up the egg. That way it creates little corpuscles of moisture in our meatballs. We don't want to overwork the meat. So we're folding it in. We fold it and fold it. Because if we overwork it, we're going to get tough balls. So we have our desired consistency. Not too wet, not too dry. Don't forget the breadcrumbs are going to absorb more liquid as they sit until they've absorbed as much as they can. So we're gonna make little meatballs. Don't forget, they're gonna shrink a little bit, so we'll make them a little bit big. And we're making soup, so it's okay to make them big because they're gonna sit in the soup and they're gonna cook all the way, and that's what we're looking for also. Make them about the same size or else so they can all cook the same time. I'm gonna take off one glove. I gotta put some oil in my hot pan. And then we're gonna brown the meatballs. Move the oil around, brown the lamb. Give it a couple seconds on each side. That way, color is flavor. You know that. All right, now that we flipped our balls, I'm gonna add my onions and garlic. Saute all that together. I have some cooked orzo that I cooked with some sun-dried tomatoes. We're gonna put this in after we're finished with the soup. And don't think I didn't forget about the spinach. We're getting there, folks, chill. A little bit of salt so the onions will bleed. We want flavor, we don't want a lot of color on the onions, but we want color on the balls. Now we're gonna hit it with some white wine. So we can deglaze the pan, pick up all the good stuff from the bottom of that soup pan. Turn the heat up, get this baby rolling. Once our alcohol from the wine is cooked out, we're gonna add our chicken stock. And we will further cook our lamb balls. So at this point of our Italian wedding soup, we want to try the broth. The meatballs have been cooking in the broth with all the flavors we imparted into the meatballs, the rosemary, the garlic. So we're going to give our broth a little taste. And now we get to season it. So I'm going to hit it with a little more rosemary and some thyme, dried, a nice pinch of salt, pepper. Make sure our meatballs are cooked, which they are. They're spongy, they're not hard. Now we're gonna add our orzo with our sun-dried tomatoes. Just don't forget it's already cooked. Once it hits the hot liquid, it's gonna cook and expand. We're gonna take our, that's right, spinach day. Right. We're gonna take some fresh spinach leaves. Of course, you can use chopped frozen spinach. I just chop it up a little. We like fresh. It's spring, man. It's Easter. It's spring. And then we're gonna finish it with our spinach leaves. Once that all comes to a boil, comes together, turn it off. Italian wedding soup. Did I tell you about Italian wedding soup? I don't know. Anyway, it's because we're marrying all these different ingredients, meatballs, pasta, spinach, stock, together. Wedding soup. It's all about commitment. You can make promises. Promises get broken. Commitments forever. I love you, honey. Let's spoon our balls onto the bowl. So we have our beautiful lamb meatballs. And then we have our nice, vibrant spinach, orzo, tomato, deliciousness. Finish it with a little Parmesan. And there you have it. Happy Easter.